Enzo kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
Matapos yung KOJC, tapos lalo na nung kay Pangulong Duterte, how does your family receive that?
Sa family ko naman ay as much as possible shield them from all those bashings kasi marami hindi naman gaano nakikilala ang mga bata, hindi ko naman sila ni-expose, pati si Mrs. Hindi ko kaya mga public appearances is wala gaano. On my part naman, okay lang, no problem. We can adjust. We are adapting to it.
But I'm sure you've seen some of the memes. I mean, the memes vary from yung talagang may kinalaman sa trabaho mo, yung iba naman may kinalaman sa, sabihin natin
Pagmumukha ko.
saan galing? Naunahan mo ako dun.
Yeah! Hindi ko naman may tatanggi yun. Kaya nga sabi ko, ang pinakapalagi kong meme, si Diwata eh. Kaya para tabla kami ni Diwata, nagamit niya ang mukha ko, nagamit ko ang mukha niya. Ngayon gagamitin kong paresan niya, magtatayo ko ng paresan.
Okay.
libreng mileage yun
Police paresan.
Police paresan, yeah, pwede.
Para patos-patos tayo, pares-pares.
Pares, posas at baril. Parang gano'n, pwede, ano? Posas, baril.
Nauunahan ako dito eh.
Pag lumabas yun, libre na kagano'n aking, nasa YouTube naman to, pabalik-balik nila makita. O di, meron na akong automatic na may plug-in ad na libre pa.
But did you? I'm sure you also you're also familiar with the perception of you being the man who will shout, "Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead." Do you agree with that assessment? Parang ikaw yung tipong ito yung misyon, dire-diretso lang. Kung yung masagasaan, ay malas na lang.
Most of the time naman, there are times that you really need to make a choice. So, at the end of the day, iisang buhay natin, saan mo gustong ma-remember? Ang feeling ko naman is something that people will remember you by. So, gano'n. Kahit nasa, it transcends into many things that I do. Like golf.
Golf.
Kahit na golf. Pag ang isang shot ay will take me na mag-lay up, safe shot, lay up and then go to the green, or take the long driver, take the long iron, take the fairway wood, and go straight to the green. Pero napakalaki ng chance na mahulog ka sa jabong. Ang sa akin naman
jabong.
Wala namang diferensya itong shot na to sa buhay ko in the long run. Pag ito ay sinave shot ko at perfect ang pagkagawa ko at na birdie ko pa ito, nobody cares. We'll not talk about this. Pero pag ito, tinira ko ngayon ito ng isang
then you
shot,
remembered.
Hanggang sa clubhouse, pag-uusapan ito.
And beyond.
So, something like that.
And beyond.
Ganun pag-isip natin, and beyond. So, ito naman, kaya nga may mga risk din na you have to take the risks. But, especially if you believe that it's right and it's for the good of the many people. If you believe that it will benefit the common good, it will be beneficial to the vast majority. And the decision is for you to take it and take the risk, or just sit back and look at how things will unfold without your decision. I'll take the riskier approach. Basta ang magiging bottom line, the possibility of giving better services, giving better, future to our countrymen. Doon ako.
Sir, hindi ako makarelate sa golf eh. Alam ko lang golf eh. Golf. Anyway, that was a joke. But yeah, you also realize na you're talking kasi about taking the risks. You realize you're taking a lot of risks. You're taking more risks than a lot of other PNP chiefs who have served before you have taken. Hindi pa kayo nag-worry doon? Kasi alam mo, I don't even recall any former PNP chief who has been as controversial as you have before they became PNP chief. And sometimes these things tend to come back later on and, may repercussions, may political repercussions yan.
Ito ang uulitin ko naman, Sir Ed, never at any point of my career, I felt more comfortable in following orders than in this administration. Because I'm very sure everything that the President has ordered me, all the orders that I received from the President and all his mga katuwang sa pagsiservisyo sa gobyerno ito, all those orders are legal, all those orders are moral, and all those in all those orders, I firmly believe na dapat gawin sapagkat ito ang tama at ito ang nakabubuti sa mas nakararami.
That's interesting to hear. I mean, I've heard it before from you as well, but that's also interesting to hear considering, well, let me bring back something that you said in an interview two months ago. Just to refresh things. Sa isang interview 2 months ago, ang in-imply ninyo kasi nagkaroon ng excesses nung nangako ang dating Pangulo na sagot niya kayo.
No, it's on record naman.
Yeah, yes sir. At maraming sumunod sa kanya dahil siya yung duly constituted authority. So let me ask you about a little bit about those things. Una, ano ba yung utos na bumaba nung panahong yon?
Di ba? At then, i-call muna natin, i-contexto muna natin. Nangako, di ba? Nangako siya.
Ako bahala sa inyo.
At kitang-kita yon. In so many instances, ang pangako na yun paulit-ulit na ginawa.
Yeah.
Na-test ngayon ng pangako. Tinest ni Senator Risa Ontiveros. Do you take responsibility for the death of Kian de los Santos? And Carl Anthony Nunez? Anong sagot? Yeah. So, it is a promise that cannot be substantiated. Kasi siya mismo ang nagsabi, ang criminal liability ay individual.
Yeah.
Di ba? Sinabi niya yun, maliwanag na maliwanag, which is true. So, obviously, mga pangako na hindi pwedeng gawin because of physical infirmities or impossibility or physics mismo ang magsabi, like jet ski. Di ba? Na at the end of the day, sasabihin joke only.
Tsaka geography.
Di ba? Di ba? How can you jet ski to the Kalayaan Island? Di ba? So, ang lalabas at the end of the day is hyperbole, figures of speech. Now, the problem with that,
you're left holding the bag.
Hindi maliwanag hindi maliwanag sa lahat 'yan. Di ba? At the end of the day, pag kritiko ang tumingin yan, maliwanag na yan ay pangako na simula't simula pa lang ginawa ng isang tao na alam niya na siya mismo ay hindi niya kayang tuparin. Yan ang maliwanag diyan. Dito sa administrasyong ito kay BBM, meron bang pangako na gaya niyan na alam natin na infirm right at the very start? Wala eh. Everything, all the orders that I receive are legal, moral, and I firmly believe that this is the good for the great. This is done for the greater good. So, ako ay confident kahit ano pa ang mangyari in the aftermath of the BBM administration, I'm confident I can confidently say na I can defend myself. I will not use that I have the right to remain silent and I have the right
against
self-incrimination. No. I will not do that because I will not use that because I don't think that we are doing anything illegal right now.
But do you think that in the previous administration, there were orders that were illegal and immoral?
Well, hindi ko masasabi na kasi wala naman talagang proseso pa. Na ngayon nga ay isa yan sa mga proseso ngayon na very controversial ngayon na mga nangyayari diyan sa ating Senado, sa Kongreso, you know. So, hintayin natin kung anong resulta niyan. Pero sa tanong na yan, meron nang marami nag-invoke ng right to remain silent at saka right against self-incrimination, di ba? So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Your interpretation will be as good as mine.
But sir, of course, I also understand that anything you say can and will be used against you. So you also have the right against self-incrimination. But so let me just press forward a bit and see how far I can go. Kasi in that same interview 2 months ago, ang sabi po nga ninyo, may kaso for example sa isang probinsya kung saan 32 ang patay at nanlaban daw sila. So parang in-imply nyo, paano nangyari na sa isang gabi, naging kilala lahat at lumaban sa pulis ng sabay-sabay. At naglolokohan lang ba tayong sabihin natin na hindi nangyari yon? It's time for real talk. What did you want to imply there? What were you trying to say there?
Well, yan ang iniiyak ng maraming Pilipino na pumunta sa ICC. Yeah? Similar cases na sa tingin nila ay hindi, during the time ay hindi mabigyan ng hustisya. Kaya sila ay napunta sa isang International Criminal Court. No? So,
ito yung Bulacan, no? Ito yung Bulacan case.
Bulacan case yan. Ang sa ICC naman marami pa eh. Even before the former president was president, before the presidency niya, doon pa sa mga insidente na nangyari sa Davao, ayun ang mga naging topics at mga accusations na dinala sa ICC. Now, on my part naman, ito kasi nasa level tayo ng policy. So, to craft the correct policy responsive to the current times, to the current operational environment, we need to look back kung ano yung base data, kung ano ang mga possible, kung ano ang mga pwede natin paghugutan, parang sa thesis, the review of related literature. Okay, so, ganun naman ang ginagawa natin. Kaya tinitingnan ko yung mga possibility, ang mga past na yun, na ito ba ay nangyari? Ito ba ay, ano ang nangyari rito? Ano ang magiging implications pag ito ang ginawa nating policy? Ano ang magiging epekto pag in-implement natin to? So, I made those statements in those contexts, if I remember it right. And until now naman, hindi nagbabago ang ating stance na talagang dapat itong mga to ay titingnan natin. Ngayon, kung may mga tao dyan na gustong magreklamo at gustong ipa-review ang mga cases na, we're always welcome so that we eventually will find closure. Kaya kanina, sa isang interview ko naman, sinabi ko naman na hanapin natin ang win-win solution. Kasi at the end of the day, how sure are we na yan ay ginawa ng mga police voluntarily at hindi naman na merong nakaumang din na baril sa ulo nila kaya napipilitan silang gawin ang mga bagay na sila mismo ay hindi naniniwala.
Of course, in the end, these are policies that are brought down to your level and implemented by the foot soldiers. Pero sir, you were Samar Provincial Police Chief and then eventually NCRPO nung panahon ni Tatay Digong. Do you recall kung merong utos na to the effect na let me rephrase. Kasi lumabas in the last few months sa mga testimonya sa Senado, sa Kongreso na mayroong reward system. Meron mga ganun. Reward system para sa mga napapatay o nakukuha ng mga drug suspects. Was there really a reward system as far as you could tell, as far as you know? You're being in a high position, in charge of a province in the region.
I heard about it, but I haven't received any of it personally. I heard about it, but no, I haven't received any of it. I just did my job, and wala namang sinasabing payoff akong na-receive personally, no?
Not you personally, sir. I don't mean you receiving any reward personally. But as far as you could tell, as far as you know, was there such a system in place?
I heard about it, pero yun nga, hanapin natin pabayaan natin ang investigasyon na gumulong regarding that matter. There are inquiries being conducted na hinahanap ang punot dulo ng mga impormasyon na yan. On my part, wala akong personal knowledge regarding that matter, but we're going to cooperate kung ano man ang mga investigation na gagawin regarding that matter, and we'll see about that.
When you say you heard about it during that time pa, not now, not during the testimonies in this current administration.
Kasi nakikita naman natin, naririnig natin sa mass media during that time, nakikita natin may mga sinasabing drug list na, di ba, pinapakita pa yung makapal na dokumento na ito ibinigay sa organisasyon na ganito. May mga pictures pa at may mga pangalan na minention. Di ba? So, minention mismo ni former president na binabasa niya sa mass media. So, those are matters that are being taken up in formal inquiries. Hintayin na lang natin kung ano maging resulta.
Okay, sir. I understand. But let me tweak that question. Kung may ganong system ba, how does that affect people on the ground? How does that affect the people who implement the law? Anong epekto niyan sa police?
Yun ang sinasabi ko ngayon. Sa ating mga sa tenure ko, isa yun sa mga gusto kong tingnan at magawa ng programa. Kasi ako hindi naniniwala na 100% ang buy-in sa policies na
Okay.
Ang maganda lang sa mga policies ngayon, kahit na walang buy-in, these policies are legal. Okay? You can question it as much as you want, pero hindi mo pwedeng gamitin na argumento na hindi ako susunod kasi illegal yan.
Okay.
Which cannot be said sa sinabi mo. Kung merong ang policing ganon, is it something that you can actually find the legal rigor to defend it in closer scrutiny, in a formal investigation? So, baka may mga tao talaga noon na kung may policy ng ganon, ay magsasabi na, hindi ako susunod kasi alam ko hindi tama yan. Kasi kung titinan mo, nakalagay rin sa police officer's pledge Ang maliwanag doon.
Yeah.
And obey legal orders from duly constituted authorities. Yun ang limits natin. You only obey the legal orders. So now, balik ko ang tanong dyan sa ating mga kababayan na nagtatanong, is it a legal order? If it is made, if it was actually made, is it a legal order?
Bunyog, bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, isa ang pananaw. Sa bagong Pilipinas ang bunyog isisigaw. Bunyog, bunyog, bunyog.